Go ahead, make my day.
Hey guys, hope you're going well. So today I am counting down some of my most anticipated movies of this year, 2017. There is quite a mixed bag. There's big, massive blockbusters, but there's also a few indie movies, and there's movies in there that we don't really have any information for yet, but that seem like they could be really cool, so I have included them. I don't usually do top 10 lists, I usually do top 5, so there's quite a few movies to get through, so let's jump into it. Let's kick it off at number 10 and dive straight into it with DC's Wonder Woman. Gal Gadot, when she first appeared to us in fully fledged Wonder Woman splendor in Batman v Superman last year with Batfleck and Henry Cavill, I think we all had our breath taken away from us. It was glorious. So to see this strong, sexy female superhero in her own standalone movie, I am so all for it. I am a little bit apprehensive though. The trailers look cool, but I'm a bit apprehensive. I think there's been some leaked criticism already coming out saying that the story is a little bit disjointed and not quite there, but I'm remaining optimistic, and I'm totally team Wonder Woman, and I'm excited. Number 9 is a bit of a mystery, not because it's actually a mystery, but it's a mystery because we don't know that much about it yet. It's called Under the Silver Lake. They just began filming last year in October, but the film was picked up by distributor A24, and they always have very interesting and unusual films, so that is what first got my attention. And secondly, it is directed by David Robert Mitchell, who is the director behind the indie horror film It Follows, which I was a huge fan of. I loved that movie so much. So to see him in his second film, I am very, very interested to see what he comes up with. It's the same composer as well on this film who also did It Follows, and I loved the soundtrack from It Follows. So yes, stars Andrew Garfield, and it's a bit of a crime noir thriller, and I think that's all we know about it. At number 8, it is the film Baby Driver by director Edgar Wright. Edgar Wright, where have you been all my life? The director behind Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and one of my favorites, it's Shaun of the Dead. So it's really nice to see him coming back this year. Baby Driver stars Ansel Elgort, who's the one who makes all the teen girls scream and scream. He is a getaway driver and has some kind of tinnitus or inner ear ringing that is always constantly with him. So to combat that, he puts on really loud music. This film looks like it's going to be like a high octane action soundtrack driven, fast-paced ride, and yeah, Edgar Wright, I'm looking forward to it. Number 7, it's Wind River, and this one has been at the forefront of the film news this week because it just screened at Sundance and got a huge buzz about it. It is going to be the directorial debut from Taylor Sheridan, who is a fabulous screenwriter. He is the one behind Sicario, which was fabulous, and also Hell and High Water, nominated for a Best Picture at the Oscars this year. So to see his first directorial debut, I am very, very interested. It is a murder mystery set in the snowy wilderness of Wyoming, starring Jeremy Renner as a wilderness hunter / ranger and Elizabeth Olsen as a young, naive FBI agent, a little bit out of her depth. This one looks really interesting because, well, really just because Taylor Sheridan does really great, well-rounded characters, and yeah, because of the buzz off of Sundance, I am, really looking forward to this. At number 6, it is Old Man Logan. To be honest with you, I thought that I was experiencing Wolverine fatigue. I didn't think that this was going to be one that I would be looking forward to at all, but then I saw Hugh Jackman in the trailers for this one, and I've just done a complete 180. I am very much looking forward to this. This is going to be the 9th and likely the final time, although I can't really say the final time because Hugh Jackman is just an unstoppable force. So who's to say this is his last time as the character Wolverine, but it's set in a slightly alternate universe where there are no heroes. And it just feels like it's going to be a bit of a sidestep away from what we're used to with the X-Men movies previously and the Wolverine movies. So, I'm curious. Number 5, it's Guardians of the Galaxy 2 with Baby Groot. Marvel is back with this misfit bunch of superheroes after director James Gunn just smashed it out of the ballpark with a box office success with the first Guardians of the Galaxy. And I don't know too much about what to expect with this follow-up sequel, but it's going to be the first Marvel movie slated for this year, releasing in May. And yeah, looks pretty cool. The trailers are fun as to be expected, and seems like Star-Lord has a lot to deal with now that he's just found out that he is only half human and half alien. So there's a lot to go on there. I'm not super versed in the whole comic backstory about all of the Guardians of the Galaxy and all of that, so I'm just gonna walk into it kind of blind and see what happens. At number 4, it's Blade Runner 2049, or are people calling it Blade Runner 2049? I don't actually know, but Harrison Ford is back, returning yet again to one of his younger sci-fi characters that he made famous. Ryan Gosling is in this one too, as a cop searching for human replicas. This is a sequel to the original Blade Runner movie directed by Ridley Scott, which I think is an absolute classic. So I would be skeptical, but the only reason I'm not is because it's directed by Denis Villeneuve. I'm so sorry. I always say, I just can't say that name right. I don't know why. I'm Australian. That's my excuse, I'm sticking to it. But he is the masterful director behind Enemy, behind Sicario, and this year behind Arrival. So I am actually holding my breath to see what he does next. And if anyone else were directing this film, I don't think I would be half as excited. Number 3, we're getting there, guys, we're getting there. Number 3, everything is awesome. It is the Lego Batman movie. Everyone just fell head over heels for the sarcastic, arrogant, jerk Batman character from the movie, the Lego movie. And so now with this spin-off, the Lego Batman movie, I am just so pumped for it. It is hilarious. The trailer just had me laughing the whole way through. I just think this looks like so much fun, and it looks like it's going to be done really well. It's Batman going from a solo, acting a lone hero and having to kind of share his self with a whole bunch of other vigilantes, including Robin. We're going to see Robin, and yeah, I don't really know much about this, and I don't really care. I'm just gonna go with the flow and enjoy everything this movie has to offer. At number 2, it's an adaptation of Stephen King's The Dark Tower. This is a sci-fi western horror film starring my main man, Idris Elba. I am so excited for that. This film has been on and off in pre-production for years and years and years, so it's great that it finally began filming in April last year. I haven't read the books myself. I don't know much about the plot, apart from the fact it's based somewhat loosely in a spin-off style from the King Arthur legend, and Idris Elba plays a 200-year-old gunslinging warrior, and the villain in this piece is going to be Matthew McConaughey as the Man in Black. So yeah, I got high hopes for this one. And number 1, I'm sure you probably guessed it, it's Star Wars The Last Jedi, episode 8 in the franchise and directed by Rian Johnson. There have been no trailers or no plot information yet. The title only finally came out this week, so we've only just learnt what the title is, and of course fans everywhere are trying to break apart every little possible clue to find out who the Last Jedi is and try and figure out what this film is about, because yes, we have no real information about what it's going to be. Of course, Carrie Fisher passed away very sadly just last month, but we do know that all her films, all her scenes were already filmed for episode 8, so she is going to be prominent in this one. And yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna say, I don't know anything about it. We don't know anything about the story. We have no trailers to go on, but yet it is still my #1 most anticipated film, and we're gonna have to wait 12 months to see it. More like 11 and a half months now. Guys, that is it. I made it through. They are my most anticipated movies for 2017. There's some really interesting ones there. There's some ones that I have a lot of high hopes for, and I hope that I am not sorely disappointed, but nonetheless a lot of really interesting titles coming out for this year, which is really, really cool. And yeah, I'm pumped. Make sure you leave me comments down below. Let me know what films you are most looking forward to seeing this year. I am sure I have left out so many. So yeah, let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget guys, you can also subscribe to my channel and keep up to date with my other movie and TV reviews, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.